Shalom. I want to start giving all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Okay, and respect and charity to all you brothers out there pushing this word in the battlefield, on the battlefield, putting your lives on the line. Okay, and never stop laboring, no matter what. Through hard times, through trouble, you kept pushing it. Whether in the camp or without a camp, you still did the Most High's work. That's what it's all about, the Most High's work. So keep pushing, okay? Now I want to just go over a quick episode with this great tribulation, starting with the mark of the beast, okay? Actually starting with the hour of temptation, okay? Now you know that in this time, on the future, you know, it's going to be great tribulation. It's going to be with the mark of the beast, with the RFID chip, right? But what we're going through right now, the ones that's out on the highway and byway, okay, the ones that's in the battlefield, we're going through trials right now, okay? That's the scripture that the gold is tried in the fire, right? Okay, so let me just break this down. Tribulation is Delepius G2347 is pressure, literally or figuratively, afflicted or affliction, anguish, burden, persecution, tribulation, and trouble. Right, so my point is this. We know that the RFID chip is a very important prophecy, and we can't deny that it is a chip literally implanted in you, and those who don't take it is going to be put to death. But here's my thing. Those who are pushing this word and laboring in it, we see the prophecies that's taking place. Now, even since the time of Rome, the Rome captivity in 70 AD, and also the slave captivity, okay, which is brought out in Deuteronomy. Okay, was that not in that time period for those individuals? Was that not their tribulation? Was that not their pressure? Was that not their affliction? Was those people not in anguish? Was those people not burdened? Okay, were those people not persecuted? Was they not in trouble? Okay. So let me give you another illustration. What about Job? The things that Job went through, having sores all over him. You know what I'm saying? His kids was being taken from him, died, okay? Because he was being challenged by Satan. And then let me hit you with this too. Did you know Job was one of the oldest books that's written in the Bible during the patriarch times? Before even in the book of Genesis. All right? During the time of Abraham and Sarah, and during that time, okay? But here's my point. That great tribulation, if a man is dying right now from cancer, he's dying on his bed, and he's fighting to live, because the cancer, if you ever seen somebody die from cancer or AIDS, their body being deteriorated away. They turn to skins and bones. So isn't that person's tribes and tribulations? Okay, so whatever we going through right now, the ones that are pushing this word to the best of their ability, are we not being tried? Are we not the gold being tried in the fire? Okay, so what I'm saying is this: that you should take these lessons that you're going through right now, and it should prepare you, if you're of the elect, to get through that great tribulations that's talked about in Revelations 3 and 10. Now, let me give you some scriptures. Matthew 24:21. Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation. What is that? Trouble, pressure, literally or figuratively, burden, anguish, persecution, afflicted. Okay, when you starving and you being, even in this during the time of the slaves, when they was being beaten, tortured, was that not their tribulation? Okay? Bring it up today. Bring it up to date. You know what I'm saying? If you can't find no job and you about to lose where you live at, would that not be tribulation for you? Would that not be anguish? Would that not be pressure, persecution, trouble? Okay? But Lord willing, the men of the elect will take this. They're gonna it's preparing them. If they stay in this word and if they have faith, it's preparing them so when that hardcore shit hit, Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, and if they have faith, they're going to get through it. Because in that time, it's really going to show where your faith is at. That's why faith is so important. 24:21. Matthew 24:21. For then shall a great tribulation such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Right. In the future, which be right there, the door is closing, you know what I'm saying? Right there. In the future, this never been seen before. What's going to take place? This chip, you're going to see a lot of brothers being beheaded. You're going to see a lot of brothers taking that chip just to survive. But their ending is going to be worse than their beginning for accepting that chip. What I'm saying is this, the reason why I'm bringing that out, have faith. You know what I'm saying? Have faith that the Lord will get you through. That's what you need to be focused on. Have faith. Okay? And ask for the Most High to give you the Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying, not to take that chip. Okay? Not to get wary when those hardcore times come. Because anytime you go through something, it should build you up. It should make you stronger. Spiritually first, then mentally, then physically. Okay? Just like the laws that bring you up. The laws was a schoolmaster to bring you up in something better. Which was who? Yahawashah. Yahawashah contains in that is faith. Right? Even though you haven't seen him, but you do see him through the scriptures. But you know through faith that he's got you. Faith, faith. All right? Now let me go Revelation 3:10. Yeah, and I know a lot of people don't talk about it because they don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? They think they good. Long as if a person got food, shelter, clothes, a decent job, they figure they all right. But in this time, what we just read in Matthew 24:21, it's going to be something like the world have never seen before from the beginning. All right? Catastrophic. Destruction. Dead bodies laying over everywhere. Famine. No man shall buy nor eat. Rich or poor. All right. Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, you didn't take your hand off the plow. You kept pushing this word. You have faith that you know that the Most High and his son Yahushua was going to deliver you. What more do you need? What more do you need? So when this devastation takes place in with the microchip, if you really believe in what you say you believe in, which is this word, which is Yahushua, which is faith, okay, you're gonna be scared a little bit because you're gonna see all the things that's taking place. Every man, that's just normal. But your faith is gonna get you through. Because Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept my word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. That's a moment, a period of time. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come, it's going to go. But you have faith. You know that the Mashiach is going to deliver you. Deal with your problems, what you're dealing with today. You preach and prophesy the future prophecies that's going to take place. But deal with what you have in your card today. Because the trials that you're already going through right now is going to prepare you, if you're a man of the elect, for the future prophecies. If you stand in the book. It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Right. Everybody's going to get their time. Everybody's going to be tried. Now the elect is being tried, Lord willing. If all the brothers out there on the battlefield, if they really believe this, they're being tried right now. Okay? They know that this, that the tribulation we're going through right now, being shot down the cops. Imagine that wherever you go, you feel like they playing the game on Nintendo, the throwback game, Duck Hunt. They playing Duck Hunt with Jake. Shooting them, broad daylight, you know what I'm saying, found not guilty. Is that not tribulation? Is that not pressure? Knowing that if you get stopped by a cop, he could blow your head off and nothing gonna happen. And we notice that all these things is going to change around when our Savior come, Yahushua. That's our faith in this book, because we see him. He talking to us in this book. That's how we having a relationship with him right now, and doing the work and praying and showing brotherly love to the best of your ability, because we do have brothers that are niggas and prideful spirits. Got a prideful spirit. And you can't tell them nothing. They know it all. But you keep doing what you got to do for the Lord, not for man. I stress that. In verse 11, Revelation 3 verse 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold thy fast which thou hast. What do you have right now? Well, Lord willing, the men of the elect that's in the battlefield, they have the book. They have Yahushua. They guideline to get them through rough and rugged times. Get them through tribulation time. Because they know in the future all is going to turn around. They're going to be the head and not the tail. That's faith. Faith is for hope for things. What's that word? I'm just paraphrasing. Well, that's faith. I can't remember it off the head. Now, let me now. What about, for example, in history? What about the time of Nero when he was persecuting the Christians? You know what I'm saying? The Israelites. What about the time of Antiochus, the Epiphany, which was the 8th ruler of Seleucid dynasty? Okay. What happened with the Maccabee Wars when they was doing their Sabbath services and they was still trying to kill them because they knew they was doing their Sabbath services, and they was attacking them during their Sabbath, their high holy days. That's when they was getting them. Was that not the time of the Maccabees tribulation? Come on, man. What about Paul's day? What about Yahushua day? Was that not his tribulation? You think he wanted to die on that stake and be beaten like that? And he knew that was going to take place before it even happened. Now you try that. Try knowing that tomorrow they say, here's an envelope. Somebody give you something from FedEx and say, tomorrow, Mr. Brown, here's your thing. Here's your death certificate. Tomorrow you're going to be hung and burnt. And they know where to go. Know where to run to. But you take that cheerful because you know Yahushua got you. Now let me give you two. I don't want this long. 2 ups of building scriptures. Let's go to Joshua 1. That's why this faith is important, man. Yeah, you know, shit. If you any day that you could get up, you could get out the house and you could die, or your loved ones. You know, but you got faith when you do your praying that he got you. And if you do go, you know what I'm saying, hopefully you would think that it's going to be quick and to the point. Nobody wants to suffer, but if that's the way it goes down, that's the way it goes down. Joshua 1, 9 to 10. Joshua 1, 9 to 10. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid. Oh, the mark is coming. We're going to do. Don't, your mind will go fucking, your mind will go crazy thinking about that. Yeah, you supposed to prophesy about it, but you going through hell right now. I know I am. I know a lot of you other brothers that's on the battlefield all around the world is going through some kind of tribulation. Okay? But how do y'all really get through? How do y'all endure and get through it? You got faith with these scriptures. Because even though you're going through your trials, you're still on the highways and byway laboring. Even when you labor on the highway and byway, you have people that come up to you that you don't know if they could come up to you, shank you, stab you, shoot you. They don't like what you say. We living in the evil times right now. And it's about to get more heavy. But you got to have faith that you're going to be all right. And we just say, Joshua 1 and 9, have not I commanded thee? Be strong of good courage. Be strong, man. Be not afraid. Be not afraid. Yeah, you know, you got the head start. You got the jump. Or what's going to happen in the future. They don't. The world don't. So you should be good. And then it says, be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be dismayed, for the Lord thy power is with thee wheresoever thou goes. So you should be focused. You shouldn't worry about what's going to happen in the future. I mean, you should be worried about what's going to happen in the future, but through your faith, you're going to be all right. You're going to get through it. You know? Because all of us is going through tribulation right now, every day. Especially the so-called black man in America and Latino man. We going through hell right now. Some days you might have a little good days, but most of the time it's hell. Trying to pay bills, trying to stay up your health, the GMO foods. That's not tribulation. Is that not pressure? Is that not hell? All right, and then it says, I'm gonna give you another one. 2 Chronicles 15, 7 through to 8. You may have brothers that you've been friends with for years and stuff like that. They might change because they weak. You know what I'm saying? They might not have strength and courage like you. You know what I'm saying? They might not even, and when I mean strength and courage, they don't have the scriptures. Because the scriptures give you that spiritual power, that spiritual mental way of thinking. Knowing every day you going on the battlefield that you could be murdered. Just because you're in a group with a bunch of men don't mean that nobody can get an AK and spray everybody that's in the camp as they go by. You know what I'm saying? You remember the time when we was in, at the time when I was with GMS, how the Bloods and Crips said that they was going to come get us. You know what I'm saying? But when we pushed that truth, we staying firm on what we believed in. And it could have been probably more than them than us. But you be ready to die for this. That's your faith. 2 Chronicles 15, 7 through 8. Be you strong, therefore, and let not your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded. Yeah, because we're going to get a reward from Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shah. He's going to put crowns on us. Lord willing, we are the elect. So what we got to do is keep pushing. We know these things are going to take place. We've been being beat down, persecuted since we've been here in America. And all the other brothers that's around the four corners of the earth. Jamaica, the islands that's being persecuted. Some of the guys that's in the land of, the continent of Africa. So-called continent of Africa. You know, that's a misnomer name. You know, so that's what I wanted to bring out. Quick to the point. Faith. One more. Proverbs 3. And just don't get my words twisted. I'm saying, yeah, those things that we read in Matthew 24:21, that this great tribulation that the world never seen from the beginning to now, they never going to see this before. All right? But you are going to be, because that's just a man's natural instinct, you are going to see a lot of gruesome things, bloody things. You know what I'm saying? But if you got the word and you got Yahweh in you and you really believe in what you claim that you preaching, because I say claim because if you get all discombobulated about these future judgment, about this chip, what's going to go on and stuff like that, you really don't believe. You don't believe that Yahweh is a savior. You really don't believe in what you preaching. What they say, practice what you preach. Proverbs 3:4-6. Proverbs 3:4-6. So shall thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of the Most High and man. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. There it is. That's your answer. In all thy ways acknowledge him. How do you acknowledge him? Through these scriptures, on a battlefield, videos, preaching to your family, praying, okay? Following the high holy days to the best of your ability. That's all you could do. Brother Shema, Basar, Shalom.
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. All praises due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah.
You're the